David Ornstein has dropped an absolute bomber. I'm sure Newcastle fans are going to get absolutely giddy on and probably knock one out over regarding the Benjamin Sesko news. Craig Hope has also dropped some bombers. It looks like right now, as it currently stands, Newcastle, probably if I go back on the Paddy Power app, are looking like the favourites to land Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United have been absolute. Well, let me use the exact wording of this Newcastle fan. We've blown we've blown them out. We've been blown out of the water so far, lads. That's what they're predicting. Man United will not be able to pay the what Newcastle are potentially offering or whatever it is. We won't pay it. I mean, I don't blame us. 90 million, I'm not paying it if that's what it is. 70. I mean, no, do you know what? Fuck 75 million. It's clearly 90 million. Do you remember they did it with Brian and Bomba? 90 million. That's what it is. 90 million minimum. Probably 100 million. Probably if you factor in his agent fees, his dog fees, you know, his house and all that, probably getting closer to around 105, 110 million for Benjamin Sesko, who is a 14 goal a season striker in the Bundesliga. Clearly ain't that great, is he? Do you get what I'm saying? But listen. Here is the Ornstein bomber, and Newcastle fans are getting absolutely gassed. Newcastle United make an improved bid for Benjamin Sesko. New offer worth at least 80 million euros after positive talks between clubs with 22-year-old striker. Nothing agreed. We better have a plan, Mark Gold bitch says. Nothing agreed, but RB Leipzig currently favour Newcastle United Football Club plus no Manchester United Football Club proposal yet. And this is what it says. Here, a proposal has yet to arrive from Old Trafford, and the figures they have indicated a willingness to pay are lower than those of Newcastle at present. So right now, David Ornstein saying that Man United are looking, the deal that Man United are looking to do is cheaper than the deal that Newcastle have already offered, which, as I said, is 80 million euros. But we're going to pretend it's 90, 100 million euros, like they did with Brian and Boehme when they pretended he was on 250 bags a week. And this mouth of the time, you can tell he's got a mouth. We've blown them out of the water. Man United can't match our bid as things stand. But then when it was Brian and Boehme, he was only joining you because of the money. Yet now you've paid more money than us, or apparently going to pay more money than us. That doesn't mean, and he's not coming for the money though. He's coming, you know what I mean? He's coming because the ambition. It's the project. That's, do you get what I'm saying? They're a massive club. You see the Man United illness, the hypocrisy, the video I've done. Make sure you go check out the Man United lies and hate exposed video, because that is literally the truth, bruv. The logic goes out the window when it comes to Man United, and this is once again highlighting that factor. Now, listen, I said the other day, if Newcastle pay 90 million for him and Man United don't want to pay 90 million, yeah, and Newcastle get him because they pay an extra 10, 15 million, I actually say fair play to Newcastle. I actually think fair play to him. I say that is literally showing ambition. That is showing as a football club you want to win. That shows as a football club you want to get the player. I don't particularly rate Sesko. However, clearly Man United and Newcastle's scouts and hierarchy do. So if they do, go and get the deal over the line. And as I say, listen, if that is the player they want, and they want to, listen, we did it with Lenny Euro. We knew that there was competition there. Real Madrid, Liverpool wanted him. We just said, fuck it, we're going to give you 60 million euros or wherever it was, and we're going to give him 120k a week. We're going to, you know what I mean? We're going to give him decent wages for his age, and we're going to blow everyone out of the water and pay 3-4 times the amount. So Lenny Euro ended up coming to Manchester United. That's what we did, because we showed the ambition and we wanted him. We wanted to pay over the odds so we can get him to blow, as this guy says here, blow everyone out of the water, blow all competition out of the water, including Real Madrid and Liverpool. So, as I say, fair play if this is true. If this does happen, it is because they paid the extra 10, 15 million, then fair play to him. As I say, I won't... Oh, sorry. I won't thingy. However, I do think this is also getting spiraled up a bit by Leipzig. I do think they want a bidding war. This is why this is what Arsenal fans have been telling me, anyways. That this is what they try to do with them. They've been getting really greedy of Sesko. They want to get the 90, 100 million. They want a bidding war. They want to maximize it, which kind of makes sense. You know, I mean, you want to, if you're going to sell a player, you want to get the maximum value you can possibly get. And if you can get if you can get 100 million or 90 million, why would you get that? Why would you accept 80? Do you get what I'm saying? Or why would you accept 75 sort of thing? So yeah, and then this one is the Craig Hope. Craig Hope wouldn't drop the headline. So for those of you that don't know, Craig Hope is this guy, incredible Newcastle journalist. And he said here that this was it. Newcastle are pushing tonight, pushing hard to agree. That sounds pause to agree a deal with RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko after encouragement today. He wants to join. It's not known what his camp. Remember this. It's not known what his camp have communicated to Man United and all outcomes possible. All outcomes possible. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember the buzzwords they're using. All outcomes are possible. As reported below, Newcastle are tonight negotiating the terms / structure of their original £70 million. 80 million euro offer. They are pushing hard to agree with RB Leipzig after being told today that Benjamin Sesko wants to join them. The unknown is Man United's next move. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Now, listen, don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't jump the gun too much. Don't count any chickens before they hatch. Newcastle fans, you've been there before. You were sitting there begging Brian and Wayne to start. I mean, it's embarrassing. They were sitting there, you coming to the tune, Brian. Next season, you're going to be at the tune, yeah? Lad, come on, tune. You're going to be at the tune, lad. Do you get what I'm saying? You had Mateus Cunha and Brian and Wayne and Newcastle kits. I'm sure you did the same with João Pedro. You wanted to do that. Listen, remember who you are. Just don't jump the gun. Remember, you would have thought the way that they've had this window, it would have humbled them a bit. You would have thought it would have humbled a few Newcastle fans, but they're jumping in. I get that they're starving. I get that they're thirsty. I get that they're gagging. They're gagging for a good sign and they're gagging for some positive news. Their best player wants to leave. Do you get what I'm saying? They've got Champions League football and no one wants to join them. So, this will be great news. Bearing in mind, by the way, anyone that watches me knows I don't want Sesko. I don't rate Sesko. I think Sesko, going from Isak to Sesko, is a terrible downgrade. It's a monumental downgrade. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't want him. But if we sign him, it will just be hilarious because the meltdown it will cause you lot. And the fact that it would potentially stop Isak going from Liverpool and it would potentially mean Rasmus Højlund will go to RB Leipzig. So these type of possibilities is the only reason why I'm even considering it. If it was just a straight Benjamin Sesko to Man United for 89 million, no, I don't want him. I don't rate him that high as a player. I prefer a Visa or I prefer a Watkins or I prefer a Mateta. I prefer one of them strikers than Benjamin Sesko. However, to say, it's just hilarious seeing how gassed you lot get and how you lot do not learn from your mistakes and do not learn from what has gone on so far in this window. But listen, let me know what you lot think in the comments. Do you still think Benjamin Sesko will go Man United? Do you think Man United should walk away? Do you think Man United will walk away? Do you think Man United are going to get him? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know what you think is going to happen in the saga. Anyways, I'm out, people. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, road to 2K. Peace.